Hi, so we're going to get started with my APBA Soccer, hopefully season here. That's my plan to start, and well, we'll just do it until it may take a couple of years. So yeah, I've got Beavis and Butthead here. I don't think they were soccer fans, but that's okay. All right, so Southampton and Bournemouth at the St. Mary's, and I guess I should do this first. I have a nice new splash screen that I developed recently, so actually I basically took it from the background is actually from the APBA website, so don't tell them, but I'm hoping that they're all right with that, since I'm hoping that I have a chance to help them sell a couple games, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I am not going to be using the quick play cards, the fast action cards this time. I do plan to purchase a couple more decks in the very near future. Once I get some other things finished around. Well, Mr. Moley, welcome, and yeah, we'll see how it goes here. All right, so we're going to roll here. If our first roll in the game is to decide who is going to kick off, and I believe if it's 1 to 36, it is the home team. And yeah, actually it would be the loser of it, so it doesn't really make a difference which end. So, but we will roll it off here, and it's 23, so 23 means that the away team will be the first to kick. So we do the kickoff, and so we use I have a common reference chart. It's right up here. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you what the results are. And so we add these together when we do it, and that's a 7. That's the most common roll, and so that will go to area F from the kickoff, and that will eat up a half a minute for the away team. Okay, so we then roll again to see who will be identified as the player who is actually the player control chart is this guy here. So in area F, 22 will give us 5. So that'll be Lewis Cook for Bournemouth. Of course, Lewis Cook, I'm showing you here how I'm doing this. I guess I can't have that up there. Okay. So Lewis Cook, they got the names backwards, so I guess that's probably not the most uncommon thing in the world. So anyway, Lewis Cook will have it first in area F, and we will re-roll. 36. So 36 gives us 45 on the. We're using their offensive tactic. Well, the defensive tactic for. Both teams are going to be this way, but so their defensive tactic, the Southampton's is 4-4-2, and so it's basically 4-4-2 each way. 45 is going to be an out of bounds, and so that also will give them possession, but it's going to lead to, so the first minute's gone, but we're going to move it into area. Actually, we get a throw in, so that's 7, and that will go to E. So from area E, on Southampton's side, it will be 65, and that will be player 10, Maya Yoshida. So Yoshida gets that, and that throw-in will eat up 30 seconds. And 41 leads to 28, in E, and so in E that will go to F, and whether it's 8, we can either, I guess I should be pushing it this way since they're shooting in this direction in theory. So it can either go to player 8, that's Cedric, who is, I believe, the one of the outside backs, or we can choose a player from F, and we will choose, actually let's just go ahead and play it with Cedric. And so Cedric gets the ball in F, and then it'll be 27 in F, and that's going to be a defensive chance. So we will put a mark. And so, oh, yeah, I knew I forgot something. That's going to take me a minute here. I forgot. I thought to myself, man, I'm forgetting something. And I forgot all my defensive ratings and everything. And I don't think I printed them out either. So all right. Oops. It shouldn't take too long. Season card sets. We're going to go with the Premier League sets. So here we go. So we've got come on, you stupid thing. Okay, Bournemouth. They're the away team, so they'll have a team rating of 2, team defense of 2, and a clutch points of 4. And now Southampton, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it was Cedric, and it's going to go to a defensive challenge. So the team defensive rating for Bournemouth is 2, so we roll this. And 14 means it will be an outright steal and it's going to be passed up to area D. So already they get the ball. Bournemouth does. And who gets that one? 54 in D is going to be player 8, Steve Cook, Lewis Cook's teammate. I don't think they're brothers. And so now Steve Cook, 31, that'll be 29 in D. And so 29 in D, that will be a pass to F to 6, and that would be to Charlie Daniels. And there is a star, so we could choose the player, but instead we will let Daniels play it out here. 55 will be 35, and that's going to be another defensive chance. And so, again, team defense this time of 3 for Southampton. And they get a 44, which... Okay, that'll be a header in E, and it depends on who gets control of this. Now, they're both team rating of 2, so it's basically a 50-50 shot. And it's going to be, I believe it's the home team as opposed to the... I think if you have them being the same rating, the home team probably gets the lower ratings. So the home team is Southampton, and so they will get it in X. So they get control of this one. And so in area X, it's 34, which will be player 7, Højbjerg. And so Højbjerg, 42. 35, that'll be another defensive check. And again, the team defensive rating of 2 for Bournemouth. So with a 16, they will... I got to move this over so I can see the numbers in the chart. There we go. All right, so that'll be stolen again into D. And it'll be 11, so that'll be player 1. That's going to be Joshua King for Bournemouth. He gets it, and what's he going to do with it here? 44. That'll be a shot from King. 44 on his card is 5, and if you can see here, D5 is a shot. So from here, there's no change in his rating. King's shot on goal rating is a 33. Not passed. You don't get any assist help from this at all because he was the first one to get it. So we're going to roll this. If it's 33 or under, it's a shot. And let's put another mark here. And it is 13, so it is a shot on goal. And now it's going to be Fraser Forster. Is Fraser Forster able to make this save? 36, and he will. 36 is going to be 5, and that's the save chart. That'll be no goal rebound into B. So he punches it out. All right, that is a shot on goal for King. And so now we have to see who. So it's a loose ball into B, and who is going to get the loose ball? Well, it's going to be Southampton, so that will go to X. So that play is over. They do get a shot on goal, and that's a save for Forster. Big save right off the bat. And 54 in X is going to be player 9. That'll be Virgil van Dijk taking over for Southampton. And 23 for him is 31. And that's going to be a defensive chance. So let's... Bournemouth controlling a little bit more of the possession here in the early going. 56. That's going to be a block into E. And who will get it? It's going to be Southampton or Bournemouth. So Bournemouth is able to keep that. And so who gets it in X? So anytime the defending team is able to gain possession of it, they automatically start in X unless there is a stolen chance that goes right to the D place, into a zone that's listed there, either A, B, C, D. Anyway, so 55 in X will be Mark Pugh. And so Pugh, 16, will be 23, and that will be a pass to Steve Cook in area X. And that is a 12 for Cook. That's 41, and that's going to be a header in X, so it's going to be a... we're in the 7th minute now, and that's going to be a loose ball check. And 33, actually Southampton will be able to gain control of this, and it will remain in X for them. And 14 will be player 3, Oriel Romeu, midfielder, comes deep for this one. And 11, okay, well, in X, 11 will be 2, which is going to be a pass into B, right outside the area, and to 2, which will be Nathan Redmond. So going into the 8th minute now, Redmond has the ball just outside the area. Can he squeeze off a shot here, or is he gonna continue the play? Okay, guess what? He will. B5. Okay, so that is a shot for Redmond. His shot on goal is 31. He gets to add 3 to that, which is 34. And Romeu assist rating is 0, so he doesn't get any benefit to the assist. So, approaching the 9th minute, Redmond will take a shot. He gets a 1-30 or 11-34. And it's 35, so that shot is going to miss the goal, and that will be, we have to see what that's going to lead to. 7 is a goalkeeper outlet. Okay, so just kind of skitters a little bit wide. The goalkeeper is able to pounce on that, and a 4 in the goalkeeper outlet. Where are you at? Right there you are. 4 is going to be X, so he outlets it to X. So they'll start over there in the second half of the 9th minute. 41 and X will be player 7, Aki. So Nathan Ake, 54. That's a 50. So this will be a special play, and we'll have to see what the... we have to roll that off out of the... I don't have a special chart, extra special chart made. It's basically this guy right here for position players, and it's going to be Ake, who is the one who gets that with a 50. So 15, current player dribbles into open and takes a shot that strikes the crossbar. Roll a 1 to 6 dice roll and follow. 1 ball deflects over the crowd in the goal kick. 2 to 5, ball rebounds into area A. Check loose ball chart. Dice roll 6, it's a goal. So here we go. He dribbles into space. Is Aki going to get a goal out of this? It is a 3, so that will be the ball rebounds into A, so that will be that's going to be a missed shot for Aki because it hit the crossbar. It comes right back into the area. Now who's going to get it? If it's over 36, then they will likely get another shot here. And it is at 62, so they will get another shot. Now, who gets control in A? 53, that will be 5. That'll be Lewis Cook. So Lewis Cook is a 24 plus 5 will be, so 25, 26. So it'll be a 11 to 33 chance for a rebound shot here for him. And we're going to add another 30 seconds onto the clock. 24, that's going to be a shot on goal. Can Forrester come up with the save? 66, that is going to be a 4, and that will be no goal, rebound into the C over into the corner. So a shot on goal for Lewis Cook, and another save for Forrester. And in area C, we have to see which team comes up with it, and it's going to be Southampton this time. So 2 shots on goal here in the early going through the 11th minute, but no score. And that means they move it into area X. They're going to be building out of the back here. 25 will be player 5. That'll be Bertrand. All right, so give me a second here. I'm going to try and bring up the chat window again because I'm going to see what you guys have been talking about here so far. Any questions or any thoughts? So we had Bertrand, who's taking over in X. Hey, Tribe fan. Hi, Ken. So, all right. Well, here we go. Yeah, Ken's been playing this game more and more here lately. All right. So it's going to be Bertrand attacking from area X, and it's a 43. Off his card, which is 48, which is going to be he commits a foul. So that's going to be a foul committed on Bertrand, who suffered the foul. We use the player identification card. That's 14, so that's going to be guy who has the foul suffered rating that is the highest, and that will be, well, we're going to say that's Joshua King. Okay, so he will have a foul suffered. And now Bertrand is, if he gets an 11, it's a red. If it's a 12 through 14, it's a yellow. And anything above that, oh, it's a 12. There is a yellow card. So an exceptionally nasty challenge there from Bertrand. A little bit petulant there, borderline red, really close, but he does get away with it. So gonna get a free kick, direct kick from area X. And so 5, that'll be to area C in the corner there, and who will take over 55, and C will be player 6, so that's going to be Charlie Daniels. So we're now into the 12th minute. Things have gotten a little slow here. 34, and that's a 34 on the chart, and C, that'll be a defensive check. So they are scrambling around for it here, and team defense rating a 3 with a 22. That's going to be, they get it out right, and that'll be a steal, and they're going to move it up into their offensive area E. So the Saints moving up there into E, and it's going to be taken over by Romeu in a bit of an advanced position here on the attack. He gets a 55, which is a 44, and that is going to be out of bounds. So already, so Bournemouth, the away team, having a bit of the action here. So they will have a throw-in come their way. That's a 10 from the throw-in. That'll be area X, and controlled by Mark Pugh. So Pugh, 21. That's a 39. That will be a header into E. Will they be able to keep control of this? 26. No, they won't. So back to Bournemouth in the 14th minute. Or not Bournemouth, Southampton, excuse me. 31, and X is going to be 6. So Lamina, Mario Lamina, takes over. 22 in X will be a pass forward to F, and that'll be to Yoshida. So in theory, what you would say here is Lamina probably moved up a bit, dribbled ahead, and passed it back a ways into area F to Yoshida, the central defender. And so that's gonna, now it's gonna be he's gonna be challenged by one of the forwards here, and a potential to lose possession. Yeah, 12. That will be a steal, and they immediately move it up to area B. So this is in prime real estate for Bournemouth. They've been getting the better chances. 14. That's going to be player 1, Joshua King. And so now Joshua King, 62. Well, that's going to be a foul suffered just outside the area. And so he gets his second foul suffered of the game. And who is going to commit it? 32. That will be the third rated player for foul committed. Romeu is 1, Long 2, Lamina 3. So Mario Lamina gets a... he fouls King just outside the area, and so his ratings are the same as Bertrand, and there's no card in the offing here. So a free kick from area B, direct kick, real opportunity to score here for, and we'll say that, you know, I think you only have to declare corner kick specialists, and I think we would be saying, well, we'd say Dan Gosling would take the corner kicks for Bournemouth, but this isn't a corner kick. This is a free kick, direct kick, 34, so that's actually 7. So 7, it's going to be basically a pass into A, and who gets that? 36 in A is going to be Ryan Fraser. Can Fraser get a shot on goal here? 66. 1, that will be a shot. So he's going to get 5 added to his shot on goal. So that's 33. 42. 1 to 40. 11 to 42. And it's 35. This shot is going to be on goal from Fraser. Can Forster make another save from in close? 55, yes he will. That will be, but there'll be a juicy rebound just outside the area. Punches it away. Going to the 17th minute, and can Bournemouth continue to apply pressure here? Yes, they do. They get it back based on the loose ball chart. So in B, it's going to be player 10. That'll be Simon Francis. Heavy pressure right now. Will he get a shot? 11. Yes, he will. He gets us a follow-up shot from B. Will that be on goal? 13 plus 3. So 11 to 16. And it will not be on goal. And what will that? Off a defender, so there'll be a corner kick. So Francis with the missed shot. And that will lead to a corner kick. And so we said Gosling would be their corner kick taker. He is a C. So 4, C4. That'll be a pass to B and then a shot. So who gets the ball in B for Bournemouth? 62, that will be player 7. Ake. And he will get a shot. So now he is at 35 plus 3, 42. 41, he does get a shot on goal. And will Forster save this one now? From range, 20 yards out. 55, we already saw this one. That is another shot that is saved on goal. And it will be a rebound again to B. So who is going to take control of this one? And it's going to be Bournemouth continuing to pile on the pressure. 34 will be player 3. That'll be Ryan Fraser. They have had constant pressure here for about 3 minutes in the offensive third. And now Fraser, 43. That's 30 in B. That'll be a pass back a bit to that'll be D1. So that's going to be up to King, or out to King. King takes control of that in area D. And he's going to get a shot from distance. So D, no change. Shot on goal, 33. And that pass was from Fraser. Fraser, an assist rating of 3. That will give him +1. So King, a 33. So it's 34. Oh, and he gets another shot. Bournemouth with a ton of pressure here now. This is from range. Will they be able to finally get one past Forrester here? 63. That is in the goal. That is past him. That is tickling the twine. That is a goal for Joshua King and an assist for Ryan Fraser. And Bournemouth takes the early 1-0 lead, pips him 1. And so I'm going to write it down here in the 19th minute. So Cherries get on top with relentless pressure. King from Fraser. So we're halfway through this game. Halfway through we're half an hour in. Of course, I am playing a little bit. I would say at a slower pace here. I'm not trying to speed too much. So Southampton will finally get a chance to take control of this. King gets a second shot on goal there. Actually, I'm going to add goals to shots on goal. So there, okay. All right, so kickoff. And that's 11. That'll be up to B. So that's going to be an immediate pressure for Southampton. And who gets it? 65. That'll be 9. That's going to be Virgil van Dijk. 55. That's 33 in B. Well, that'll be back to E, and it'll either be 4, which is going to be James Ward-Prowse, or we could choose somebody. We're going to go ahead and let him use it. 63 will be 48. He's going to have a foul committed. So Ward-Prowse clatters into player 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gosling. A little clumsy there. Was there intent? Prowse. 11 for red. 15 for... Okay, so 15. So he'll also get a yellow. A couple early disciplinary measures for the Saints as they're getting a little testy here at St. Mary's. And so at area X, that will be a direct kick for Bournemouth. And the direct kick, that will be to D. Controlled by 24 in D. That's going to be player 3, Ryan Fraser. Fraser 42, 24 in D is going to be... It's going to stay in D, and it's going to be collected by Ake. Central defender, 41 for him. That's a 42 in D, and that's going to be a header, also in D, and it will be Bournemouth or Southampton who takes over this one. And it will be in area X. It'll be 32, which is going to be player 6, Lamina. Lamina 44. In area X, that's a 5. That'll be a pass to D to player 2, Redman. And 44 for Redman is going to be 5 in D, and 5 in D is going to be a shot. So finally, Southampton maybe with a bit of a chance here. So he's going to take a shot. He is 11 to 31, and no change here. And Lamina, with an assist of 1, will not get any change to the rating. So here we go. He needs a 11 to 31. 26. Okay, the shot is on goal. And will Begovic be up to this one, or will it level this game at 1? 62. That is... He dives. He can't stop it. That is a goal. 62 is a 10, and a 10 is a goal. So in there, and they immediately tie it here in the 22nd minute. And so that was a short-lived lead for the Cherries. That is from Redman. Assist for Lamina. And it's knotted up at 1. Another goal, yes. I probably should say the famous goal, but yeah, I'm not that. So we've got a bit of a back and forth here so far. pretty much one-way traffic early on, but then Southampton just got a little bit of an opportunity, and just like that, it's in the back of Bournemouth's net. And Begovic would want to have that one back, I do think. Okay, kickoff in the second half of the 22nd minute. Okay, so 11. That will also be up to B. So we've got a couple of big opportunities right off the kickoff. And 41 in B is going to be player 4. That'll be Gosling. We haven't heard much of him yet. Let's see what happens with Gosling here. 31 will be 27 in B. Okay, so that's going to come out to the corner, C, and he'll actually dribble it out there himself. And a 36, that's a 28 in C, and that he will pass it back to D to Lewis Cook. So Lewis Cook, a little bit of possession here for the Cherries. 14, 35 in D is going to be defense. So finally, they're able to get a leg in there. And what's going to happen here? Southampton, a 3-rated defensive team, 62. That's going to be a block, and it's either going to end up being in E for Bournemouth or in X for Southampton. It's all based on this, and it's going to go to Southampton. So Saints take over, and it will be Van Dyke taking over Area X. And 31 to 38 in X. That'll be a header up to E, and who will control the header? It's going to be Bournemouth. So they get the possession back immediately here in the 25th minute. Area X. I'm going to move this guy off to the side. Keep knocking it over. Actually, where could I put it? Right here. I'll put this one over here. So, all right, 23 in X, or no? Yeah, Bournemouth gets it 23 in X. It's gonna be 5. So it's Lewis Cook. Yeah. Okay. 36, 45 in X can be out of bounds, so immediately regained by Southampton. The throw in down lower into area D for 53. Okay, player 7, Oiberg. D, that's going to be defensive chance. So Bournemouth with 2, that's going to be, they're going to be able to take over. They're going to shuttle it up to D. And let's see if they can get something out of this. 33 in D is going to be player 4, Gosling. 53, 30. Nope, that'll be more defense. So a little bit more midfield action here. And 55, that'll be a block. It's going to either stay in D or it's going to go out to X, and it's going to go out to X for Southampton. 28th minute. 35. X will be 7. All right, so Oiberg gets it back again. 53, 31 in X. That'll be another defensive challenge. 24 for a 2 is going to be a steal and passed up to F. Taken by player 3. It's going to be Frazier. So Frazier and F. 29th minute. 24, that's going to be 40 in F. That'll be a header to E. So a head one, and which team will recover? They will keep it in E. They're able to win that. 34, that'll be player 5, Lewis Cook. Okay, so Lewis Cook from E, 45, 23 in E. That will be a pass. It's just going to be a dribble in there to himself. He's going to maintain it into the 30th minute. 62, and that's a 46 out of bounds, and that will end that sequence. So 1-1 is your current score. Goals from King for the Cherries to open the scoring in the 19th minute, and then in the 22nd minute, Nathan Redmond immediately answered, and that's where we are level currently at 1. And so it's a throw-in for Southampton. 9, that'll be D. So they will be able to get it up to D, and the player controlling is going to actually be the 10th player, Yoshida. 4, that's a 32. Yep, that's going to be a defensive check. So nice play by Bournemouth, and they're going to take over. And actually, no, that's going to... Or yes, they will. It'll go up to D. I thought that was a corner kick roll, but instead that's going to go up to D, and they're going to have control of this. The other way, counter-attacking their way down. That's going to be Frazier who gets that again. He had a hand in the first goal. 25. That's a 27 in D, which is going to be a pass to E to Charlie Daniels, the left back. 22, that's a 25 in E. That's going to stay in E, and it's going to go to Ake. And actually what we will do is we're going to try and... So the defensive tactic is a 4-4-2. We're going to try to get this to Callum Wilson. We haven't had him really have much opportunity yet. So in area E, it'll be Wilson... And a 1-4, it means the pass is complete to him. Otherwise, it'll be stolen and it'll go into X. It's a 5, so it will go into X, so they lose possession. Trying to gamble and squeeze that between a couple defenders. Taking over Southampton, 26 in X is going to be player 6, Lamina. And Lamina, X with a 5, is going to be a pass to D. And that will be Redmond getting that. Already with a goal. 32. And that will be 28 in D. That's going to be an E. 7. What was that? 32. 28. Yeah, E7. Now they can try and push this a little bit. And... they will. They're going to try to get it into Long, and they are able to. So Long will take control of that in E. 24. That'll be 24 in E. That'll be E6. So a little bit of possession now for the Saints. And that'll be Lamina getting it back. Still in area E. 43, and he's going to commit a foul, and so that will end... It was going to be a 50-50 ball, and he went in a little too hard and just took too much of the player. So no card there. Oh, well, let's see. That was 24, I think it was. So I do that first. So that's the second player who gets suffered. That'll be Frazier. So 4 fouls on the Saints. And now let's see this one. So still no card on that one. Okay, so it'll be area X, free kick 11, that'll be to D. D43. So picked up by Daniels out on the left. Free kick, let's see what he can do with it here. 65. I want to get this plumb to the back. 65, that's a 34. In D, that's going to be defense. So getting a foot in there, Southampton, and they are able to break it up and move it forward to area F, just inside midfield stripe. And they are going to get it up to 13, which is going to be player 2, Redmond. F13, that's 25, and F is going to be to X, and whoever you want, if you can get the roll. They're going to try to get it to Ward Prowse, but that doesn't work out, so it's going to be stolen. Okay. So, who gets that in X? It will be 5. That's going to be Lewis Cook. And Cook with a 55, 38 in X. That'll be a header to E. But it will be won by Southampton, so they will take back over at midfield. 37th minute, 1-1 is your score. And then an X, that'll be 12. That's going to be player 2. Redmond gets that way out at the midfield area. Can they build something? 15. 7 in X is going to be a pass to D to Ward Prowse. 43 in D is going to be a header to E. So a 50-50 chance at this one. And it's going to be won by Bournemouth. So into the 38th minute. Player 8, Steve Cook, takes over there. 54. And that'll be another special result. Special action. Let's see what happens here for Steve Cook. 64. Pass to area C, player's choice. So we get to pass it down here. We can pick any player. We're going to pick, let's pick Callum Wilson right here. So Callum Wilson gets it in the corner. 24, it's going to be 40 in C, and that's going to be a header to A. Can they catch a hold of it here? And they do. Who will be the one to control it? 51 in A is going to be 5, Lewis Cook. And what's going to happen here as they get it here and going into the 40th minute? 45, 23 in A. That'll be B2. So Wilson gets it in B. 64, 37 in B is going to be defensive chance. So could go by the wayside. Block. And it would be to E, back to E if they can regain possession. They need a toss-up ball here. See if they can get it. And it will be. They will get it back. 41 is over the 36 threshold, so they do get it back in E. And it will be Lewis Cook getting that one back. And I think I needed to do this. So 41st minute, and they get it back, and Lewis Cook, 26. That's 49, so he suffers a foul in area E. So Southampton have been a bit busy here, clattering into players and injuring them. 46, a little physical. So the 5th one for foul committed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll be Redmond commits the foul, and 11 for a red, 15 for, it's a 16, so he just avoids a yellow. The referee waves his hands like this, says, no more, you can't, I don't want any more lip from you, you'll get a card here next time. So in the 42nd minute, they will take the direct kick from area E a long way out. That'll be 9, which is going to go down to B, controlled by Ryan Frazier. So maybe a plum chance here for another shot on goal. 63, and he's gonna commit a foul. He just got away from him. He stepped in and took down one of the Saints, and that will they will lose possession down there in their attacking third. So that's 45, which will be player 5 as far as the foul suffered goes. So it'll be 1, 2, 3. Lamina is the one who gets dinged up, and that was Frazier. He needs an 11 or 12 for a card, and he doesn't get either of them. So a free kick from area X, and that's 4. That'll go down to C. So Southampton have been on the losing end of the play here, but maybe a chance to sneak one in right before the half. We're in the 43rd minute, and it's tied 1-1. But they're in C23. That's going to be player 2, Redmond. Already has a goal. 64. That's 42 in C is going to be a header. But it's going to be controlled by Bournemouth, so they take over there. 44th minute, no injuries. We'll add 1 minute because we've had 2. We'll add 1 minute of extra time because we've had 2 goals here. Okay, 63 and X, so that'll be 10. That's Simon Francis. 26, 49. He's going to suffer a foul. And that's going to be committed by the 6th most likely committer of fouls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bertrand. And Bertrand is already on a yellow. He's got to avoid another yellow here. And he does. So, not too violent of one, but in area X they will take the direct kick. 9. It's going to be down to C. Into stoppage time now, and 56 in C is going to be player 6, Charlie Daniels. We'll say it's over here since he's the left back. 34, and then that's 34 in C, which is going to be defense. So almost, this will probably run out the clock, and it's going to be a steal into X. Let's just let them see what happens here as they get it. Southampton gets it 42 in X, 8. So that's Cedric. 22-4 in X. That is going to be a pass into D, and we're just going to call that time. So through 1, it's 1-1. Referee tweets it 3 times, and it's a 1-1 score here at St. Mary's as we've reached the intermission. Goals from King for Bournemouth and Redmond for the Saints. I'm going to stand up here for a minute. As we're just under an hour, this game is probably going to take me 2. maybe a little less. It started getting rolling after a while. Let's see. What do we have here? We only have 2 shots for the Saints in the first half. both by Redmond. One on goal for the goal, the other missed. For Bournemouth, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots. 5 of them on goal. King with the goal. Fraser the assist. And 2 cards for Southampton, none for Bournemouth. And 6 fouls committed by the Saints. Only 1 committed by Bournemouth thus far. So takes us a second half. We're not gonna. They would change ends. We're not gonna worry about that right now because that would take a lot of work. What we will probably do here is think about an offensive change here at some point. But I would say for Southampton, they would probably try to bring on someone to be the to try and take the match a little bit to Bournemouth, because the Cherries have had the better of the play. If you can see here, this is the way that I keep track of possession, and if you can see here, the away team is on the bottom, and each check mark is, or little tick mark is half a minute, and so you can see here that they have pretty much controlled most of the play. There was a couple minute stretch there towards the 34th minute where they got a little more play, but then that didn't really amount to too much. So, okay. At the moment, both teams are going to stay the same. They're not going to really change their tactic, although I'd say if it remains tied into the 60th, you might see Bournemouth try to go to a 4-5-1 type strategy to try and hang on to that lead. So, all right, so Southampton will take over, and they will get first possession here in the second half. They won the coin toss at the beginning of the game. So, the kickoff. That's going to be to D. I'm actually going to put this player card right here. I'm going to put both of them right down here. So it'll be, excuse me, to D, and 35 will be player 5. And that'll be Ryan Bertrand. And so 65, 22 in D. Off Bertrand's card is going to be D5, or whoever we choose. We're going to choose Long. We're going to try and have them press us a little bit. They do get it to Long. So Long's roll 23 is going to be 48, and he's going to commit a foul. So another foul on the Saints. This one Long, and it's going to be suffered. He gets the better part of Fraser. That's a third foul suffered on Fraser. And what's going to happen here with Long? Wow. 22 would get him a yellow. That's not going to be a yellow. So, all right, so from area X, the free kick. 6 is going to be up to B. Immediately get it into a good area. 44 in B will be player 4. Dan Gosling. I almost said Ryan Gosling. That would have been bad. 12, that's a 28 in B, is going to be a pass to C down in the corner to Lewis Cook. 33 in C is going to be a defensive chance. So 48th minute, and that's going to be a steal, and they're going to pass it along, and it's going to be taken over in D for the Saints by player 9, Virgil van Dijk. Slow it down a little bit. D28 is going to be E7, or they can choose the player. They will choose Redmond, and they are able to complete that pass. Redmond in E, 1240, header to E. They'll maintain possession. So now who maintains possession? 21 and E is going to be Romeu. And 45, 40 and E, that'll be another header. Can they keep possession? They do. 24. That'll be player 4. That'll be Ward Price. And 29 in E still. That's going to be a defensive challenge from Bournemouth. Defensive rating of 2 and a 42. That's going to be a block of, or lots of header chance to E. So it would remain still right in there if, well, it's going to be retained by Southampton in E, 36. So it'll be Lamina. A lot of action right in this area here lately. 52, 26 in E, and that'll be a pass back to F. 6, and Lamina will keep it there. 13, 38 F. That's a header all the way down to B. Let's see if they can keep control of this. They do. Won by, oh boy, that's going to be Shane Long. Shane Long, maybe, can he get a shot away here? Got to mark down a couple of check marks there. 44. Yes, he will. This is a shot on. Can he get it on goal? He has a 33 rating. Add 3. That'll be 36. The pass from Lamina. He has an assist only a 1. So 11 to 36. And it's a 56. That'll be wide. Not going to be on goal. The missed shot for Long. That's going to be over, and it'll be a goal kick. So, 54th minute, still 1-1. And a goal kick for the Cherries. Goal kick 6. It'll be up to E. E62-10. All right, so Francis will gain control. Central defender. 43 off of his card. He's going to commit a foul. Second foul committed by Francis. Or no, not. It'll be his first. Second foul committed by the Cherries. And that was suffered by, so 62 is the 8th player. So let's see, suffered 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. Redmond and Francis up to a 24. Oh, and he's going to get a yellow card. So a bit of an ugly challenge there from Francis, and so free kick in area X for Southampton. Direct kick 5. That's going to be down to C in the corner. They will gain control. 26. So that's going to be player 2. Redmond gets control of that down there in C. And 45. That is a 46. Out of bounds. And they will lose control. Just sneaks away from him. He can't keep control of it, and it will be Bournemouth ball. 3 on the throw-in is going to be the X. Okay, player 9, Mark Pugh. 42, 23. And X is going to be a pass within X up to Steve Cook. Across to Steve Cook. 63, 48. He's going to commit a foul, so it's kind of coming back the other way now. The fouls. Foul on 31, which is going to be the third. Hoiberg. And Steve Cook up to 21. No card there for him. Now, the Saints are going to, here in the 58th minute, they're going to make a change. They're going to bring in Dusan Tadic. Probably Tadic, right? Dusan Tadic. And they're going to remove remove Hoiberg. So Hoiberg out. Tadic in. An attacking move here. He actually moves up to position 1 because of his rating. So he will come in for Hoiberg. In the 58th minute. And we got 6 people watching. That's nice. So it's going to be, I got to put down his ratings. 3, 4, 3, 2. So let's see if this influences the match at all, and what they're going to there's going to be a bit of a tactical change here from the Cherries. They're going to well, let's see, that's not it. Get the right one here. So 4-4-2 against 4-5-1. That's going to be the Cherries. They're going to be in a 4-5-1, 4-4-2. That Southampton will stay in that for the time being. So we just got to find the right chart for. There we go, right here. 4-5-1 defense, 4-4-2 offense. And I put it over here because I'm rolling off of, and I'm reading off of this chart for these guys. And so this is their offensive tactic, 4-4-2. Okay. So they win the ball. And so a direct kick, area X is going to go to D. D, and it's going to be one of the higher. It's going to be Yoshida getting that one. $42-33. So 33, that will be a defensive chance. So already, and that's going to be a block to X for either. In either case, who's going to hold it? And it's going to be, it will be Southampton regaining possession in the 59th minute, and who will get it? 36. That'll be player 7, Lamina. And a 30. Okay, well, 3 in X is going to be a pass to D, to Tadic. And so Tadic takes control of this one, and 43 on his card. That'll be 4. He's going to commit a foul. So kind of a chippy affair here. They can't really seem to keep it clean. So in the 59th minute, or actually in the 60th minute, and let's see, it'll be player 8 suffered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aki. So Aki is the one who gets suffered of the foul. And then so that was Tadic, and he is 11 for a red, 16 for a yellow. And so it's 34, so no discipline necessary. Okay, so a free kick from X, and that's a 3, so that will be down to D. 16. That'll be to player 2, Callum Wilson. Can Wilson do anything with this? 56, 21 in D. That'll be a D7, so it'll stay right there. It'll be to Aki. And I'm not saying hockey with a strange H. So 24 on his card, it'll be 36 in D, and that's going to be defense. .43 on a 3, so it's going to be a header out into E. Can Southampton take control of this? They do. So coming back the other way. Player 7, Lamina. I think I wrote down the wrong thing here. There we go. So Lamina, X, 55, 37 in X. Okay, that's a header to E. And they do keep control of that. Play stays with 23. Player 3, that'll be Redmond, gets that. So in E, oh, Redmond's going to get a shot here, right? Wait. Yes, he will. Area E, that is a shot. It's a long shot. You can see here an E, a 2, because that is a 2 for Redmond. It is a shot from distance. You're going to subtract 3 from it because, and let's see who that, it came from Lamina. So again, no assist help. You subtract 3. So 31 down to 26, 25, 24. Long shot, and it's going to be wide. So Redmond with a missed shot from distance, and how's that going to resolve? 7. That'll be a goalkeeper outlet. And the goalkeeper outlet will be to 7, which is F. Or 7, actually 7 was X. I read the wrong column on my chart. Okay. So Bournemouth with player, which would be Gosling taking over an X. 54, 50. So a special result here, special action. And let's see what that's going to roll out to be. 66. Pass to A, player's choice. Okay. Well, we're going to go with King, see if he can get his second goal, if it's going to be a pass to A. And I got to see something here. So where can you use the clutch points? Yeah, you can't. So they get a pass to A. Both teams have 4 clutch points, just so you can use them anywhere. But anyway, so who gets control in? Oh, that can be player's choice. We said we're going to take Joshua King. So let's roll on King's chart here on his card. It's 11. This is going to be a shot on goal, or not a shot. It doesn't have to be on goal, but it's going to be add 5 to 33. So 36 is 1 to 42. And it's not gonna be on goal. He's gonna miss it wildly. It's 11. It's gonna be over the net. He just chips it high. That is a woeful miss. He will be ruining that. And so they're going to Bournemouth is now going to make a change here in the 65th minute. They're going to withdraw Callum Wilson. They're going to bring in Jordan eBay. So actually, they're not going to bring in eBay. That's my bad. They're going to bring in Sermon. That's who I was meaning to do. So that's going to bring about a little bit of a defensive move here for them. So Sermon comes in for Wilson in the, let's say, the 65th minute here. $1,1,512. Okay, just so they've already moved to a bit of a defensive posture, and now they have taken away one of their forwards for a midfielder, so they're going to run basically with one forward. And they'll probably be ceding a lot of possession here, but okay, so that was that would be a goal kick for Southampton, and you add that together for 6, and that will be forward to area E, and that's going to be taken by Yoshida in E. So roll off of his card, 16-35 in E. That's going to be a defense chance, so going to get eaten up by the defensive tactics there, and it's going to be a header. It could stay in E, but if it's under 36 with the teams being, it's not. It's going to be, it's going to be taken by Bournemouth, and they will take control and hold on to control here in X. 23-5. All right, so that's going to be Charlie Daniels now. He's able to move up. When you put a player in, let me just describe to you how this works. So the offensive rating is how these players are stacked up here on this side. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 goalies on his own over there. They're rated by they're ranked by offensive number. So Wilson was 11. He was right behind King. And you can see he has a defensive rating of 4, which really doesn't play much into the game unless you're going to do something more advanced called man marking. Surma ends up working out now. So, and that's why I said Charlie Daniels, he was in 6. Now he is, 6 is way over here up at the top. Now he's down in 5. Or he's moved up to 5. So he will take control in X. And X11 is going to be a 2, which is going to be a B2. You're going to pass it all the way up to B, a really cutting pass. Frazier gets to it. And Frazier in B35, that's going to be defended. They're going to swarm him basically all by himself down there. 67th minute, and so with a defensive rating of 3 and a 13, that's going to be a steal. They're going to pass it all the way up to B. Southampton will, and maybe that will give them a chance to try and take this lead. But it's going to be in B 63-8. So Cedric gets control of this. We'll say it's out here. I think he's a left. Actually, no, he would be the right defender. Bertrand's on the left, I believe. So Cedric in B. And a 43, that's 26 in B. That's going to be C, 6 down to the corner, 6 with a star, which means we can choose which player gets that. They're going to give it to Tadic, but you have to make a 1-3 here, and he makes it. So Tadic will get that. And now how will this play out from here? 52. 29 in C. Oh, it's going to be defended. So the the 10 behind the ball is effective here, and 23. Yeah, 23 for a 2. Sorry, I just losing my focus there for a second. It's going to be stolen. Bournemouth is quickly going to move it up to the flank in E, taken by Charlie Daniels. Moving up the left, 51. But that's going to be 30, and I think that's going, yes, that's going to be another defensive, basically a leg out. And it's going to be back and forth here a lot, down to C, as it's stolen, and quickly Southampton with an attack. Taken up by Redmond. Redmond gets that ball in the corner, but then a 43 in the corner. That's going to be, he loses it. He tries to cross it, goes off the defender's leg and comes off his own leg, and it's going to be out of bounds off of them, and it will be Bournemouth ball. I'm going to just see something here real quick. Yep. Dribbled or passed out of bounds. So, 7, again, it's 1-1. All the action in the around the 20th minute, 19th minute, King gets a goal for Bournemouth, and an immediate response from Southampton. Redmond gets that one from Lamina, and that's how it stands, 1-1. And Bournemouth now with the throw-in, which will be to area X with the 4. You add the 2 D6s together. And 41, in this case, you take them red then white. So 41 is a 7. So that's going to be Sermon just in the game. And now Andrew Sermon. That'll be 40 in X. So that's a header that's going to stay in X. And this is a 50-50 ball. Won by Southampton. So they get the ball back. The Saints do. 26. That will be Ryan Bertrand, the left back. 28. Well, that's going to also be defended. So a little bit of cat and mouse back and forth action here. I think we're going to get a sub the next time, probably from maybe from both teams. 64 in X. So 64 is going to be 10. That'll be Simon Francis. My bad. Okay, 73rd minute. 38 in X. 38. That'll be a header to F. And they will retain. And 35 will be 7. That'll be Sermon again. So Sermon gets the ball about 30, 35 yards out. We got one falling out there already. 44, 22 in F. And they will be able to move it back towards the center stripe. That'll be Steve Cook with that one now, the center defender. And 26 for him is going to be a foul suffered. So he is fouled by Lamina. Lamina commits a foul, and Lamina 33, that won't be a card. So from area X, again, free kick, 10, that's going to go down to C into the corner. Looping ball that is controlled by Charlie Daniels. Double went down to the corner. And we'll say it's here in the left corner since he's the left back. And a 35, 33. And it's going to be it's going to be defended by Southampton. Should have made the changes there when we had that free kick. So the defense, oh boy, it's going to be stolen, and it's going to be taken all the way up right into the penalty area. A quick counterattack ends up on 6 is going to be Bertrand's shoe. Can he get a shot off here? 33 is going to be, yes, he is. That is a shot roll, but he does not have a very good shot on goal rating. His he will get help by the fact he is closer in, so he's 16. And then you add 5. So that takes it up to 25. Oh, and he gets a shot on goal. So Bertrand gets the shot on goal. Begovic already was not good on one. Will they score here? 62, and that is a goal for the home team. 62, the 10 is a goal. Scored by Bertrand. He attacks from his left back position, and he roofs one over Begovic. Well, let's see. We will award the assist here with the player identification since that was brought up. So 46. That'll be the 5th rated assist player. 1, 3, 4, 5. We'll say Cedric with the assist. And so in the 76th minute, (2-1), and now Bournemouth will Mayru going a little bit on the defensive side. Now they will make some other changes. They're gonna revert back to their original tactic of 4-4-2, which is basically just a middle of the road. They don't want to go. They don't want to go too attacking and potentially expose themselves. But so I think we're gonna see both teams stay at 4-4-2, which is basically just in this game the tactic is more or less indicative of their approach to the game, not anything else. So not really what formation they're using or anything like that. So I just have to find the right tactic chart here. Just give me a moment, and then we're going to make a couple of changes. So it looked like Bournemouth was probably going to try and pull off another, try and maybe tone down their attack even more, but now they're going to have to ramp it back up again. So if I can find, there it is. There's the other 4-4-2. Okay. So they're going to bring on Jermaine Defoe for Mark Anthony Pugh. So Pugh will be withdrawn. Defoe, another forward, will come on. And we're going to say that that's still in the 76th minute. Played in Toronto for a brief spell. Defoe did. He is offensive 5, so not the greatest of. No, he will go ahead of Lewis Cook, so he'll be in spot 4, even though he's not a great attacker. Okay, and Southampton's going to keep their team set up the same way for now. All right. So Southampton with the goal. Saints take the lead 2-1, and the kickoff here is going to be 42. So the 6, and 6 on the kickoff is to E. E15, that's going to be a player 2, Ryan Frazier. So $41.27 in E is going to be F, and player 7, Ake. 33. 3 in F is going to be a pass to B and up to 1, so it's going to be King getting this one. And 12.43 in B is going to be a header in B, and they will keep control of this one. So, and who will get it? 42, player 4. So that's going to be Defoe right off the bat. Can he get a shot on goal here? 64, no, 29 in B is going to be pass to the corner, C, and it could be to anybody, or it could be to Daniels. They will go ahead and let it be Daniels for now. 15, so 31 in C is going to be a pass to E. 5, so that's to be Lewis Cook. 79th minute. They're keeping control now. 56. So 36 in E. I think that's going to be a defensive play made by Southampton. So all the way to the 80th minute now. And that defensive play is going to be a header. And it's going to be a 50-50 chance in area D, but it's won by Southampton, so they will begin playing X with player 3. That's going to be Redmond. So heading to the 81st minute, Redmond 15-07 in X. Pass to D, player 4, so that'll be Romeu. 64, that's 42 in D is going to be a header to D. So a 50-50 ball won by Bournemouth. They get the ball back in the 82nd minute. So 33 X is going to be player 7, Ake. 36, so 30. That's going to be another defensive chance, a little bit of midfield battling here. 15, they will, the Saints will gain control and move it right on up to area C in the corner. And it'll be 15, so that'll be player 1. It'll be Tadic. So here comes an opportunity for them to counter off of the steal. 40, so that's 43 in C is going to be a header back to D. And they do not control that. So a little back and forth going on here. So area X. That's going to be Joshua King getting this one. And that 7 in X is going to be a D4. So up to D, and that will be Defoe. 26 is going to be 49, foul suffered. Okay, so Defoe gets fouled. And so this is going to be a chance maybe at a free kick here. At maybe even a shot on goal. So who clattered into Defoe? So 36 will be player 4. Foul committed. 1, 2, 3. That's the second foul for Tadic. No card. Okay, so from D, the direct kick, it is 3. That's going to be a shot, and so we would be saying that we would have we had Gosling taken these before, so we're going to say that this is a shot from Gosling. So no change in area and it's a 32 shot on goal opportunity for Gosling. So in the 85th minute, can he get one on goal? 36, no, he will not. So that will be a missed shot for Gosling, and we'll see how badly he missed, if it's going to be something that... So 4 off the defender, and it's going to go out of play for a corner kick. So that could have been worse. Okay, so the corner kick, we're going to say their corner kick taker was also Gosling. He is a C-rated kick taker, and it's an 8. So that'll be a pass to B. 86th minute, and then in B it'll be 62. That's going to be player 7, Aki. So Aki, 26, 49, another foul. So he suffers one here, just outside the area, and that'll be 11. So that'll be the most likely to foul player. That's going to be Romeu. Foul committed, and let's see, up to a 31 for a yellow card. Well, he doesn't get a yellow card here, surprisingly. Okay, so Gosling will take the free kick here outside the area. Actually, in this case, we're going to say Joshua King will take it. Right outside the area. Can he get a shot on goal? So direct kick from B. So 9. That will be a shot. So he is a 33. You add 3. That'll make 36. And it's 45. So another shot missed from a great situation. And a 6. It'll be off a defender. Another corner kick. So they get another break here, and they will have another opportunity to corner kick. Here comes Gosling with the kick. And it is a 4, so that will be a pass into B and then a shot. So who gets the shot from B? 42, so that'll be player 4. That'll be Defoe with a shot from B. So he is 36, add 3, that's going to be 43. And it's 55, another missed shot. So these guys cannot hit the frame right now. Not putting it on frame, and what's going to happen here? It's going to be wide and a goal kick. So that will end the threat. So some sustained pressure there from the Cherries, but nothing to show for it here, as they're just trying to get that goal to level it and try to squeak a point out of the St. Mary's here, but instead... it looks like we're going to have a minute of stoppage time here with 1 goal being scored, and we haven't had any injuries. So the goal kick, that will be a 7. So that'll be down to C. So that moves all the way down to the corner. And 22, so that'll be player 2. Shane Long gets it. Yeah, I wanted to make a change, but let's just keep going with it here. Yeah, well, it's too late now. So we're going to have to take Shane Long there, area C, 54, and that's going to be a special action chart for Long. 13, ball kicked out of bounds, throw in by opposing team from area X. Okay, so now we will make a couple of changes here. So throw in for Bournemouth. Still trying to get a goal. So they're the Saints. They're going to withdraw. They'll withdraw Redmond, and they're going to bring in Stephen Davis for a bit more. Let's say bulk in the midfield. So Davis in for Redmond in the 89th minute. We'll make it 2 minutes of stoppage time now because we've had some some substitutions here. And you know what? Let's make one other change. We might as well just go ahead and do it. Long is going to come out. Gabbiadini will come in instead so they'll be done with their subs. So Long out. Also in the 89th. And let's see, he only has a rating of 4, so we're going to have to do a little more repositioning here. So, okay. There we go. And now we have 2 forwards on. They'll go ahead with they will pull they're going to pull Lewis Cook here. So Lewis Cook will be out, and then it'll be Lys Mousset from France. I assume it's Mousset. And we will just leave it at that. So okay. And I forgot to put the ratings down here real quick. 11014. And then Gabbiadini is 11010. And Davis is 11014. Okay, so Bournemouth with the throw-in heading towards the 90th minute, and that's a 3 from the throw-in, which is going to be into X. So who controls 12? That'll be Frazier, midfielder. 35, so that'll be 28 in X, and it's going to be defended. They are going to. There's going to be a change here. They're going to go to a 4-3-3. So they're going to kind of do that on the fly here. So we just got to find the other. So here's this one. And here's this one. So a little too late for this particular go around, but that was a defensive chance for Southampton. 62, that will be a block. Ends up in E possibly. Well, E for Bournemouth if they take over, and they do, so they will get to retain possession in E. 36. That will be player 6, that'll be Aki. 43 for Aki is going to be he commits a foul, so that's going to slow him down a little bit. And that will be, he committed it on the 3rd rated suffered player. 1, 2. So Bertrand. Okay, and so it was Aki, and he does not get a yellow card. So into stoppage time here. Southampton taking their good old time getting restarted. Direct kick, that'll be down to C. They wouldn't mind just riding it out here, so that will be down to C, and that'll be player 3. That'll be Ward Price. 23, 21 in C is going to be B2. So into B and 2, that'll be Romeu. 21, 26 in B is going to be C1. So down to Tadic in the second minute. 45, 43 in C is going to be a header. Who wins that? And it's going to be Southampton keeping control. And what's going to happen here? 31. It looks like it's going to be seen out. It's going to be Romeu. 54. And that's going to be, well, let's see, a special action chart. Could have used clutch points here. But should have probably done that for Bournemouth. So let's see what the special action is right now. 41 offside indirect kick to opponent. Okay, so we're going to give them one last opportunity here. So they're going to use, Bournemouth is going to, are you going to use 4 clutch points here for a pass to area A right now. Well, first they're going to do the indirect kick. So this is into the 3rd minute stoppage time. We're taking a little bit of leeway here because there were some changes. 30, so that's going to be 6. Indirect kick from, no, that's, yeah, indirect kick, that's going to be down to B, and we're going to just use the points for A, and now we're going to give it to King, and let's see what happens here. So King, this is basically their last gasp in A. 62, and the foul suffered in A. And I need to see how you decide whether it's going to be a penalty kick. Hold on a second here. Kind of feel like this is a little bit, but I mean, you got the points for that reason. So something that I don't quite remember because it hasn't come up too often is how you determine whether there is a penalty or not. Okay, if a foul is committed by a defensive player in the penalty zone, a penalty kick is awarded to the player suffering. Okay. I thought that there was a oh, there we go. It's in the penalty zone. The penalty zone is only part of area A. Okay, so first off, let's see who committed the foul. 41. So that would be player 4, Bertrand, committed the foul. That's his 3rd foul on the game. He also has a yellow. And he's not going to earn the 2nd. But now, okay, so now we need to determine. So you roll again. If it's an 11 to 26, a penalty kick is awarded. If it's above that, it's going to be a direct kick from A. And I don't know, where is the chart for direct kicks from A? I guess from A, it's probably just a shot taken, right? So, let's see. So, is it a penalty? It's 25. Did we say 26? I think we said 26, didn't we? If it's 11 to 26, that is going to be a penalty kick. Taken down in the area by Bertrand, and let's see, they're going to use King as their penalty kick taker, so they could level the match here with a penalty kick. So Okay, so this is how we do a penalty kick in this game. We roll both. So you choose the player. It's going to be King. He's rated 61. You roll both dice. If it's under his penalty kick rating, then it's a shot that is on goal and a save attempt must be made. If it is greater than, okay, shot, obtain another 11 goalkeeper's penalty kick rating. If it's greater than the PK rating, and then it's scored. Okay, so 61. So King is 61, so it's got to be 61 or under. Less than or equal to 52, so it is less than. Now Forster is 36, so it's a 50-50 chance that this would tie the game. It scored, so that is a penalty kick goal for King, and it looks like things are going to level out here, so we're going to call that 90 plus third minute, and we will give Southampton one last opportunity here because it feels little. So King gets the goal, and let's see how we're going to resolve this. We'll take it out another minute and a half here. Okay, so that'll be 9 on the kickoff. So that's D. So down to D. What? Okay. 61-9. Okay, so that's Yoshida. 14-30 and D. We're gonna call that good because it's going backwards. Referee blows it. That's the final, and I have to get my kids to bed. So anyway, so this is going to be a 2-2 final. Someone may say that's a poor way to end it, but if you've ever watched soccer, you know that happens sometimes. All right, I got to go. So thanks for watching. This is a little bit of a long video. We'll see you soon. Thanks a lot. 2-2 your final here at the St. Mary's. Bournemouth gets a late draw, and both teams earn a point here. See you later.